Hey, I'm Eric Triplett, the Pond Digger. Today we're in Upland, California at the home of Mystic Koi. We're gonna start a new koi discussions video with Shawn McHenry, and today the topic is gonna be Gin Rin. Now you may or may not have heard the stories about Gin Rin, about how it was a skin mutation as a result of the atomic bomb and the irradiation after Hiroshima. We're gonna go in and find Shawn, and we're gonna find out the real history and the story behind Gin Rin. What's up, Shawn?
Eric, good to see you, man.
Always good to be seen. Hey, let's kick this off with some Gin Rin. You know, I've heard a lot of cool stories. I remember as a young koi hobbyist seeing the pretty shiny scales and it attract your eye. So I definitely want to talk about that and all the history behind this.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Gin Rin has a lot of history to it. It's a really, really interesting subject. People are always talking to me and asking me questions about Gin Rin and where it came from. There's a lot of rumors about Gin Rin.
Let's get to the rumors.
Okay, all right. So what have you heard about Gin Rin, Eric?
Well, of course, there was Hiroshima.
Hiroshima?
And I know there's some tie between that. And when I do the studying, it's not conclusive.
Sure.
You know, and then you hear stuff about radiation, maybe made the fish get all beautiful. So I just kind of want to try and outline some stuff, and I know we've talked about this,
right?
And since you have those deep connections in Hiroshima,
yeah. Actually, I had a lot of really good friends, famous koi breeders who live in Hiroshima. They were just out here this weekend, and you mentioned this conversation to me, so I brought it up with them, and
do they like talking about it? Like,
yeah, they have no problem talking about anything.
Oh,
They're younger guys, so they're completely open and talking about everything. But before I talk about Hiroshima Gin Rin, we got to talk about the history of Gin Rin in general.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Take us back in time.
Yeah,
young
so
man.
Around 1926 is sort of the projected dates there.
Okay.
In Niigata, the mountains of Japan, we see this very, very sharp silver outline on each scale on a magoi, or a wild carp, right? And they introduced this sharp silver outline to some of the more known varieties at the time, and you'd get a couple, different fish like a kohaku or a beko with this sort of silver outline. And so like, oh, this is cool. This is gin.
They're developing.
Yeah. Interesting story, gin, right? So Kirin beer, one of my favorites.
Of course.
Kirin means golden scale, like a golden dragon scale. So ginrin is silver scale because each scale has the silver
colors to it. Okay.
You got it. So then we'll fast forward to right around the late 40s, early 50s. And in Hiroshima, this is where we start talking about Hiroshima, right? Ueda-san starts with this koi and is able to breed together a whole new type of Gin Rin, something that nobody's ever seen before. And it's this like explosion of silver.
Like the rays, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen it before. We've seen it in other parts of Japan, but never with such consistency, to the fact where when you breed two fish together, maybe you'd have like 4%, 5%, 10% of your population has this. All of a sudden, this guy comes out of nowhere, and like 80% of the fish have this strong Gin Rin.
Wow.
And it's beautiful.
So there's the tie because it's around World War II.
Right, absolutely. There's big bombings in Hiroshima. So, he's from Hiroshima, sure.
But here's the thing: in World War II, the breeders were losing their koi, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, this was a big problem.
Yeah. So very.
Well, let's be clear. They were losing them because the soldiers were eating them.
Koi are carp, right?
Food source.
So it's a food source.
So
a lot of the breeders would go to temples and stash their best koi collections. Otherwise, they had to give them up, right?
Can you imagine watching your favorite koi getting eaten by the soldier? I mean, it's horrifying.
Absolutely.
Oh man, I would never wish that on anyone.
Yeah. So it's koi history is so fascinating, and it's so cool to see how koi have changed because of historical events.
Right.
So
their stock for breeding went way down. They probably had all kinds of stuff, and they were probably breeding all stuff. Right. They took these special fish, hid them in the temples.
Absolutely. After the war, Ueda-san wanted to get back in the Gin Rin game, so to speak, and probably brought some fish from 2 different sources, and bam, magic happens, and he's able to create a consistent Gin Rin pattern on these koi.
So the fun story is that, the radiation had something to do with it, right?
Right.
And made these amazing fish come out of a disaster.
Sure.
Right? So
the closer truth is probably, although because of the war and because of the bombs, we definitely have this fish. Whether it's radiation or not, probably not.
Well, it's probably not, especially if we still have them today. But those are the campfire stories, and those are the lessons to learn about that. And reinventing yourself after you have everything and go to nothing, and then reinventing, right?
Exactly.
So,
we saw that in 2005, the Choetsu earthquake, which is an earthquake I was in Niigata, the birthplace of koi, completely obliterated a huge percentage of the koi farms that were there. And the koi farms that stuck around still lost most of their oyagoi, their parent fish. And through their resilience, they're able to come together, work together, and give birth to all sorts of new bloodlines and varieties. And so where you see breeders who are famous for Showa, maybe now they're famous for Goshiki.
Right.
And that's, again, because of historical acts.
Wait, we just had a radiation problem over there.
We did.
Not too long ago. They're bound to get something new out of it, right?
We'll see what happens, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Gin Rin. Let's get down to detail on it.